Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz have so much love for each other. Brooklyn took to Instagram on Friday to share an adorable snap where he, Nicola, as well as his brother Romeo Beckham, posed with some super cute dogs. Nicola commented, "The only pic of all our dogs." A day later on Saturday, the Bates Motel actress shared her own loved-up snap on Instagram with her man, where she cuddles up next to him. He reacted in the comments, gushing over her, saying, "Love you more than words." The couple frequently speaks out about their relationship and how much they care about each other. Access Hollywood previously spoke with Brooklyn in February, when he shared about wanting to one day have kids and more.
Brooklyn, I love that, and I mean this sincerely, that you have really adopted the advice of happy wife, happy life.
Yep.
You really seem to have gotten it together. That. How did you learn it? Who told you? And who was the example of well, listen, if it's gonna go well, it's gotta go her way. In a lot of ways.
It was my dad. It was my dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He was just just live life and just make sure your missus is happy. That's what he told me.
That's best. That's a good advice you can get, I think.
I do everything to make her happy and make her feel comfortable, so it's good fun.
I love
girls run the world and guys just live on this planet. So
you're not wrong about it. You are not wrong about that. It is cool to think about your dad giving you that advice and now being we're almost a year now away from the anniversary of you guys' wedding.
Yeah, we got married in April last year, so.
Doesn't it fly by?
Crazy.
Right?
I love it though.
Yeah?
The thing is, when we were engaged, saying fiance was just annoying. I just wanted her to be my wife.
Really?
Now I can say oh, my wife, but I can still call her my missus, so.
Brooklyn, I don't know that I've ever fallen in love with someone I have interviewed in such a quick amount of time. You literally just said calling her my fiance was annoying because I wanted to call her my wife. Mm-hmm. That must be one of the sweetest things I've ever heard anybody say about their partner. But there is something about the way, at least I'll say this, and I hope that you understand this with the utmost respect. There is something about what you share in your relationship and the way that it encourages other people to be loving and kind to their partners, to recognize that loving and kindness in their partners. I've seen headlines about you people are saying that we need more men like Brooklyn Beckham after they realize he's the perfect husband. And I know that there's not a situation where you really are the perfect husband, but that it does seem to be an intentional message that I love my wife and I'm doing everything I can to make her life as great as possible.
Yeah, I mean, she's made my life 100 times better, and I just think it's probably the most important part of someone's life is finding the right person to spend, because that's your whole life after that point,
Yeah.
So I'm excited to be a dad, and I just can't wait.
Wait, so you do want to do the larger family thing? Are you guys gonna follow your own models with the big family?
Yeah. I mean, I always say, obviously, I'm not the one having the baby, so it's however many she wants, but she's told me she wants a big family.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay, give me a range. We talking 3 to 4, we talking 5 to 6, 7 to 15, what's the situation?
We've had conversations and she's like, oh, I kind of want 4 or 5, and then we want to adopt 2 or 3, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful.
We want a lot of kids. We have a lot of dogs and we love it. So it's we kind of have 5, kids right now with our dogs. They're just crazy.
Bruh, I get it. Same at my house with the dogs. I totally understand that. It's also a perfect place to train for what you can see how a person parents in some instances, when we're dealing with the pets.
Yeah.
You can tell who's gonna be the disciplinarian and who's gonna be cool dad, cool mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just saying. You gotta know these things.
I know.
You were talking earlier about your love of cooking and your love of cocktailing through the pandemic and how that really picked up in major ways for you. What was it that locked in first? What was the thing that you loved about the process? Was it cooking? Was it making drinks? What was it?
I've always been a foodie. I've always, been able to and been lucky enough to travel to amazing places and try all different types of cuisines and foods and drinks and the culture.
Yeah.
Which I'm so obsessed with just trying like different things. Even if I hate it, I still try it.
Right.
And COVID hit. I was in Florida with my missus and her family.
Mm-hmm.
My family were back in the UK. And all you could do was cook and drink. So
It really was it.
we opened up some wine. So and that's kind of where my love for food came about. It's one of the things that I do that like just takes my mind off of everything. So
Yeah.
I really fell in love with it.
And so now it's really kind of become this, not just an interest, but or a hobby, but like a skill that it seems like you're also like honing, like you're wanting to become better at cooking and everything.
Yeah.
How is that going?
It's going good. I try and cook every day.
Really?
I cook for my wife every day.
What's her favorite thing you cook?
She loves my spaghetti bolognese.
You can make spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah. I honestly think I've mastered it. Yeah. I haven't mastered it. No, but I've taken like my dad's recipe and I've changed it a little bit.
Come on, freaking the dad
Yeah.
recipe. Remixed on the pop recipe.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing to make?
Fish and chips.
Like the battered fried?
Yeah. The beer batter.
What fish do you use? I'm curious.
Cod. It's honestly the best fish for fish and chips.
For fish and chips.
Yeah.
Because it's thick.
Yeah.
It's flaky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's really
You
good.
got now I'm like craving it.
It's really
I can
good.
smell. You know how the body you have that sensory response where I
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
smell the what that smells like with
It's
the vinegar.
so good.
Do you do a vinegar or are you a ketchup afterwards? You dip in vinegar or salt and pepper?
I
Like,
do
what's the-
both. I also love tartar sauce, so I kind of all three sauces really.
Why choose
Exactly.
when you can do all three?
Exactly.
A lot of to-do was made around the choice that you and your wife made to share each other's last names.
Yeah.
I thought it was a beautiful signal to people about what building a life together can mean and how choosing for yourself, right, what your future looks like.
Yeah.
I'm curious if you'd be willing to share, if you're interested in sharing, what you'd want the world to know about that decision that you two made for each other, with each other.
I think it was kind of like a little bit different, which, I really like. And I kind of I didn't want her to get rid of her last name because she's so close to her family. And I just kind of wanted to, we came up with this idea to kind of honor both last names, like Peltz Beckham.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's kind of like two last names, so
Yeah,
it's kind
yeah.
of, and like the way we thought about it, we'd love to have like little Peltz Beckhams running about, when we have kids. So
Oh, come
that's kind of
on.
how it came about.
Like, you can't beat that. How did your parents, both of your parents,
Yeah.
respond to that unity? I mean, true unity when it came to the names that you guys would choose for each other.
They loved it.
Yeah.
They loved it. They were like, oh my God, that's so cute.